Hello and welcome back everyone to another Plants vs Zombies 2 episode. Today I'll be ranking my favorite worlds in the game. So there are a total of 11 worlds, okay? And yep, so I'll just be ranking them in the order of my preference. Okay, so my least favorite, we're gonna go from bottom to up. It has to be Wild West because, well, not only is it like moving the trolley not interesting for me personally, but the plants in general were not that interesting either. Okay, sure, it has melon pult and it has okay, this one's OP, winter melon's OP, but you have to like finish a lot before you can actually get the winter melon. So there's that. The lightning read's pretty good, but then again, it doesn't do a lot of damage. But yeah, it's a good plant. Next up, next up is the Pirate Seas. Anyways, the Pirate Seas is good, but the mechanic is simply not that fun for me. Again, same as the Wild West, but it has a plant which I quite like. Okay, so Snapdragon is one of my most favorite plants. I don't know why that is, because first of all, he's pretty strong initially, like during the start of the game. So definitely like that's one of the reasons. But other than that, I mean, it's a dragon. Who doesn't like a dragon? So there's that. Okay, now the next is Lost City. The thing about Lost City is, well, it was actually pretty difficult and it doesn't have a single decent plant. Okay, sure, it has the Red Stinger. Red Stinger is probably the best out of all of them. This one is Aki. I call it Aki or AKEE, but I don't like it that much. It is what it is. Okay, Endurian is pretty good. He's one of my favorites, not gonna lie, but yeah, that's about it, I guess. This is useless. Stalia is useless. I mean, I don't use her that often. This is again useless. I don't use it. Yeah, so you can see why I don't actually enjoy it. But the background and everything else is pretty interesting. Okay. And then I'd probably say Ancient Egypt. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, it's amazing. It's like, okay, before this all of the worlds I found quite boring, but this is the first world where I think, okay, it's fun at least. And not only is it different, it has a new mechanic with the zombie which holds the tile, obviously, but it also has one of my favorite plants, which is the iceberg lettuce. I love him. Not only is he adorable, but he's pretty strong when he's boosted, so there's that. Other than that, the plants aren't actually that interesting, but yeah, it's a good world. Okay, so now we've got the, well, my not so favorite ones out of the way. We can move on to some better ones. Okay, out of these, I'd say then I have to go with the Frostbite Caves. Okay, Frostbite Caves wasn't actually that fun for me personally. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. But the thing is, what made it special for me was when I unlocked the fire pea shooter. Once I got the fire pea shooter, it was actually one of the most fun worlds in the game for me. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but before unlocking the fire pea shooter, it was like pretty much average. So I won't be ranking it that high because you need a premium plant to truly enjoy this thing, this world. So there's that. Okay, next up, we've been through Lost City. Okay, this is where the list gets a bit tough for me because I personally love these, but I'd probably have to go with Far Future next. Okay, So Far Future is fun. I like Citron. Blower is one of the most overpowered plants in the entire game, so that's amazing. You might want to get that early. This is the best trophy you can have in the game. Other than that, nothing much to say. It's interesting. The music's, it's decent, but yeah. Okay, next is the Big Wave Beach. The thing about Big Wave Beach is it's very difficult. First, second, there's that octopus zombie. I don't actually like the octopus zombie, though the background and everything is amazing. Even right now, you can see like each level, like the platform is amazing, and it's differently designed for all of them. It's amazing. The shells, everything, it's pretty. So that's why it ranks so high on the list. But again, the plants weren't that strong except for the banana launcher, but let's be honest, banana launcher is too expensive. Though design wise, I loved Guacodile. I think Guacodile. Okay, I'm not gonna bother pronouncing that. You know what I mean. Okay, so next I'll have to go with Dark Ages. Okay, Dark Ages is amazing. Okay, there's no two ways about it. It has a dragon for a boss fight. Like, who doesn't like a dragon? Obviously. Magnet Shroom's pretty decent. Nothing much to say about it. Puff Shroom's pretty strong. Sorry, Fume Shroom. Puff Shrooms are like a little bit nerfed here, but yeah, Fume Shroom's pretty good. And Sun Shroom's awesome as usual. Like, that's my go-to sun plant, so obviously. Okay, next I'll go with modern day, cause I was waiting for a long time for a finale to the series, and personally, shadow plants are my favorite plants in the entire game. In fact, I didn't buy gems, but I wasted a lot of my gems. Or I won't call it wasted because I really wanted it, but I used a lot of my gems just to get the Shadow Pea shooter. And I still think that it was worth it because shadow plants are the best, especially this guy. Like, if I give him 2 plant food, he basically clears the entire board. So yeah. 2 plant foods are pretty expensive, obviously, but still, it's amazing. Like, if you can clear the entire board, except for the Gargantua, you cannot clear him out, obviously, but pretty effective. And at a high level, I'm pretty sure you can clear out a Gargantua as well. Now we have, I guess, the top 2. I think I've been through everything on the list. Yup. Okay. I love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are my favorite, but it pains me to put the dinosaur world like in second place. Oh god. This was the hardest decision for me because I love Primal Potato Mine. I love Perfume Shroom, and it has like all my favorite dinosaurs, the Ankylosaur, the T-Rex, and honestly it would have been first, but well, it lost to Neon Mixtape in like just 2 things, and I'll come back to it. But anyways, this is amazing. This is my favorite world by far, just on the gameplay mechanic. But again, I think I'll put it in second place. It's beat by Neon Mixtape for just 2 reasons. One is because Time Warp. This is the most broken plant in the game. In fact, it's so broken that you cannot actually use Time Warp in any other world except for Neon Mixtape. And because Neon Mixtape is such a hard level, that's why it has the Time Warp in it. So yeah, there's that. It's amazing. It's awesome. Now, why is it first? Well, not because of Time Warp or anything, but because of the background music. Okay, I'm just gonna increase the volume. You can hear it. Obviously, that is amazing. This music is the best music that is in the entire game. Like, I don't think anything can beat this one. It's so amazing. In fact, I think this is the best thing that's come out of PVZ for me, at least. In fact, I listen to it on a not a regular basis, but pretty much whenever I'm studying. It's so calming, it's amazing. That's the only reason it actually beats out Jurassic Marsh. If it did not have that music, Jurassic Marsh would have been first because gameplay mechanic, dinosaurs, everything, I love it. Anyways, that's going to be my personal ranking of the worlds based on how much I enjoyed them and how much I liked them. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me a lot. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.